Oh, hey. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Chronos Plays Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. Before going into the trial, I decided to level up Usami. Oh, she pooped out an egg, and she's flying out the door. I was told that I should do this before the trial if it's close, because apparently it affects the growth rate. Menacing Force, Mono Coins 200, and Century Potpourri. Menacing Force, okay, it was a skill. That's interesting. I actually was not expecting that. Can I check my skills anywhere? Or does, well, actually, let's come in here real fast and buy a skill, maybe? We got 5. Maybe we'll save up for Charisma. Yeah, actually, we'll definitely save up for Charisma, I think. So, or Delusion. Is Menacing Force in here? No. Well, we're gonna see that in a second anyways. So let's go ahead to Monokuma Rock and get this trial underway. Also, I think I leveled up 2? I think I was 46. Wait a minute, did I level up 3 times? That seems excessive. Everyone who heard the announcement had gathered in front of Monokuma Rock. And soon enough...
Welcome!
Is everyone here? Do you guys want to go to the classroom class trial? Hey, jerk, hold it right there!
Monomy's
What?
such a dumb child.
I mean, it's not a child. Don't get in my way. You're just a dumb little sister who's short on a few brain cells.
Hey!
My brain works just fine.
Hey!
Monokuma, what did you do with Nekomaru? I see, so you come to avenge him.
That's...
Avenge? That sounds like he died. Sounds like, you say? Oops. Anyway, since Nekomaru is unfortunately unavailable today, let's just say he's absent.
Bye-bye.
Now then, I gotta go first.
I won't let you...
Hold on, I won't let you escape. You're just gonna get tied up again.
Hey!
Hey, did you hear what he said?
Huh?
Don't worry about it. There's no way Nekomaru is dead. He's trying to piss us off.
Damn it!
Of course he's not dead. There's no way, not in a million years.
Well...
More importantly, it's best if we worry about ourselves for now. If something happens here, every one of us except Nekomaru will die. Why are you so excited about that? Wait a minute. Is Nekomaru... Is Nekomaru actually not eligible for execution then if he's not here? I mean, I guess that makes sense. But I feel like Monokuma would still execute him if like the black and one, right? Who knows? Maybe I'm just looking forward to seeing poetic justice prevail.
What do you yearn?
What are you saying, fiend? You'll find out soon enough.
See?
Let's go.
I'm gonna do it!
Alright, let's hurry up and get this over with. Yeah, you're right. Alright, up we go. I guess I can quickly talk to everyone a little bit. Haven't been helpful at all. Oh, you know what? I was saying something about that earlier, right? That, also, you're not a piece of trash, Jesus Christ. That Ibuki died first, right? We weren't really sure, but we weren't really sure when she died. So it does seem like she was killed like early compared to when we found her, yeah? Is that what's going on? It seems about right. And they cranked the heat up so we couldn't be able to tell. Pyoko, it must be my fault after all.
Well?
Then I must learn the truth behind this murder most foul. Now then, let us proceed. I mean, to be fair, your advice was sound. Alright, she just walked into the wrong place at the wrong time then, yeah? I guess we could have moved the mirror at some point to some place where it was more accessible, but it's not like Hiyoko actually asked us or told us that she was having trouble with her kimono, or that she was gonna have trouble with kimono. She mentioned that she learned how to tie a knot, or tie her kimono from Mahiru, but she forgot, or just didn't actually fully grasp it yet.
Hey.
Let's go, there's no time to waste. I know it's sad, but we need to move forward, and then we need to end this once and for all. I feel like we say that after every trial.
Jeez.
I already figured this, but it's best if we don't rely on Monomi at all that much. She's just saying stupid things and it'll just make us even more confused. Maybe we should just shut up for good? I mean, I don't think that would count as murder because she's a doll.
Fine.
It's about time I showed my serious side.
Let's make.
Jeez, how troublesome. But I suppose I can display my true power for the sake of our two fallen comrades. Hey, what did Monokuma mean just now? Don't tell me Nekomaru's already... Don't get distracted by Monokuma. We need to focus on the class trial right now. I know, but...
I'm gonna do
Hey,
it.
what are you whining about? I'm not whining. Hurry up and get this over with. And then we can greet Coach Nekomaru with open arms when he comes back. Sure. Just as I thought, this particular incident... Oops, we can continue this later, right, Hajime? What's wrong with him? He's even creepier than usual. Alright, let's head down. You ever, like, shave your face and then partway through the day you realize you missed a huge chunk? No, just me? God damn it. We step onto the escalator and ascend towards the gaping maw of Monokuma Rock. And that's when I suddenly noticed it. I noticed our lineup silhouettes keep getting smaller and smaller. But I can't turn back now. If I turn back, I won't be able to press forward. That's true. And when everyone was inside Monokuma Rock, going down, just shoots up into space. I can picture that happening. The elevator began its deep descent as usual. But nobody said a word. As we stood there trying to figure out what to say to each other, the elevator descended deeper and deeper. And when it descended as far as it could go, it finally stopped. That's good, because if it didn't, we'd probably all get crushed. The elevator doors opened slowly and almost tantalizingly so. Light poured through the other side, eroding the boundaries of the darkness, and I walked into that place. Okay. My, it feels pretty toothless with all these empty seats. Well, two people get killed at the same time, and Nekomaru's not here either. Is Nekomaru really not participating? If he's alive, you should invite him.
No.
Why bother? What?
Well now.
Now then, let's begin. It's the beginning of the long-awaited class trial. Please enjoy it to your heart's content. And so the curtain to the third class trial was about to open. Oh, Buki. Buki Miyota, the ultimate musician. She was really loud, but she was the mood maker of our group. When I was with her, all of my pain and suffering just seemed to melt away. And Hiyoko, the ultimate traditional dancer. Just from looking at her adorable face, you'd never know she was actually selfish and foul-mouthed. But she was trying to change herself. And she was desperately trying to come to terms with Mahiyu's death. The person who killed those two is among us. I definitely can't believe it. But whether I believe it or not is irrelevant. Unless I figure out the truth, I won't be able to escape from this hell. That's why I must find out no matter what the cost. For our sake, for our friend's sake, for Buki's and Hyoko's sake. And so the curtain to the third class trial was about to open. This life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. Set that menacing force. Greatly increases focus gauge. Oh, menacing focus, not force. That's definitely different. Cannot be combined with extraordinary focus. Do I have extraordinary focus? I don't, but we will actually go ahead and equip shredded guitar in memory of Ibuki and menacing focus. We have plenty of other skill points. I feel like we have too many skill points. Am I over-leveled? Probably. I think they probably expect the people to teleport more often. We don't need to change anything, I think. We don't really need to go over anything either. So let's go ahead and proceed.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
Like we do every time.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it.
Whoa.
If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment.
Oh my God.
Pick the
You didn't-
wrong person.
I actually kind of thought all the portraits were the same height, but clearly that's not the case.
I will punish
I guess
everyone
they're based off the
besides
height of the
blackened,
person.
and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
So what about Nekomaru?
Oh well, who cares about this boring explanation?
I
Let's
mean,
get
to be
on
fair,
with
you've
it
told it a
already.
lot.
I don't mind starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out. You know, because I was asleep the whole time.
Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
Oh, damn it. We should have told Akane.
You're fine. Your head's empty anyway.
Okay, it's rude, even if it is slightly accurate.
Empty head? Huh. What's wrong with that? Listen up. The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
I mean, I don't think how that works, but at the same time, good for you. Dots?
Anyway, we shouldn't proceed with the trial if those two can't participate in the arguments. Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
Yeah, because he's the first witness and not because he's the main character.
Then, let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease. The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
The other 5 in the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hyoko.
Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
Yeah, thanks, Monokuma.
I woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened. Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms.
Are we just gonna skip over the fact that she was straddling you?
We immediately headed over to the hospital.
We're just gonna skip over the
and
fact
after
that she
we
was
completed
straddling you.
recovery, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby. And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time. When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head, climbing a stepladder. Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story! And then what did you do,
See,
Hajime?
you know, this is why people don't fucking trust you.
I tried to stop them, of course.
Jesus. That and all the other times that he lied during, not lied, but like kind of directed the other trials to mess with
I
us.
rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded. The
Slash-
music venue.
Get hope or something, whatever he's saying.
But it was too late. By the time I arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling. I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel.
Why the motel?
Why not the motel?
Because it was close to the music venue, and unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there.
Yeah.
At least, that's what I thought. But the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
We were also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital. And then I noticed Ibuki was gone, so I sprinted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko, so I pled with him in various ways to see if he could help
What?
me out.
What does that mean?
Various ways?
Don't say it like that and confuse people.
Oh, he's blushing.
After I heard from those two that
But she
Ibuki
probably did say
disappeared,
something completely
I had a feeling she
inappropriate.
was the person wearing the hemp bag. So I immediately led them to the music venue.
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the 4 of us broke down the door. And when that happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hyoko's. And not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once, but twice in a row.
She had to be in the storage room, right? Probably with the murderer, maybe. Because we weren't gone that long.
And so we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
When we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily.
Good for you.
Well, it's clear what the problem with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue, who...
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true?
Here we go. Huh?
Sorry, I'm only being impartial right now. And the story I just heard is clearly suspicious.
How so?
Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging video and the first one to discover Ibuki's body, then you could be lying as much as you want right now, right?
Lie? Why would I lie?
I guess I could see that.
Obviously. So you could make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you.
Was it Mikon straddling me? Is that an inconvenient truth?
Do you doubt me?
If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it. Come on, try to prove it to me. Prove you're not the killer.
Really should have left you tied up. Gah. Just as Kazuichi said, Nagito's the kind of guy who'll just confuse us and make matters worse. Damn it, I shouldn't have explained it to Nagito. I'm in trouble now thanks to that. Yeah, should have broke his jaw when we had the chance. Make your argument. Motel key room, scrap thick paper, surveillance camera, movie invitation ticket.
Hajime's testimony is
What?
clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime is the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously, because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the
we
bodies
at the
were
end?
imitating the movie means it probably is Hajime's
Oh,
fault.
okay. So, yeah, movie ticket, and
Hajime's
then
testimony is clearly suspicious.
the movie ticket. No, the
That would also. I don't think
imitating the movie because we didn't see the movie.
Obviously,
Did
How do I
Hajime kill both of them?
Wait, how do I fire this? It's why? Jesus Christ, why did I forget that?
the fact that the bodies were imitating the movie means it
Damn it!
probably is Hajime's fault. The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie.
Got it.
No, that's wrong. I'm not the killer. I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie.
Of course you're not. I already knew that.
But I'm just a dick.
Huh?
Before the incident, Hajime had never watched that movie. His invitation ticket is proof of that. Each person only received one ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time.
Yeah, I feel like we could have just been, hey, who saw the movie? Well, I just saw it before the trial, so it's not me.
Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Yes, no mistakes there.
Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it. Or did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course no one did, right?
Hold on a sec. You're the one who brought this up in the first place.
Nagito, what are you doing?
Well, since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation. It also provides a good warm-up.
And a time sink.
What warm-up? This isn't a game, you know.
I mean, it is.
Don't get mad. I just think warming up is really important. Especially since this isn't a game.
What a waste of time. Well, I knew it would turn out like this.
It always
anyway.
does.
Now then, since we know Hajime's testimony is reliable, let us move on to the arguments.
So this means Ibuki definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Then that seals it. Ibuki committed suicide.
Okay, yeah, maybe that if she was the only one, we could have said that, but
If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
yeah, that's the other part.
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide. Ain't possible, huh?
That would be weird. So maybe, but at the same time, the only person out of the 3 affected that I would even imagine committing suicide would be Akane. Not because of any like past mental health issues or anything like that or whatnot, just because of how she was acting due to the despair disease, right? She was constantly miserable. She was upset, crying, blaming herself. That, generally speaking, is not a healthy mindset to constantly have for a few days or life. But, you know, obviously she's not normally like that. But Ibuki just up and killing herself, that would be just extremely odd and thus probably not likely happening. She was pretty much, yeah, she was like what? Gullible disease, I think they called it. You told her anything, do anything, and she'd do it.
Like I said before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is. The killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone. So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
Then let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue?
Like a minute?
I couldn't have
In-game
been gone
time, I
for
have no
more than 10
idea.
minutes.
10 minutes, I guess.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's possible.
That is a stretch.
That's why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
What do you mean, a closed room?
The killer blocked the venue door from the inside to try and keep us from entering right away.
However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue, right? If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
I don't know how that would be possible either.
They were?
If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time. And that's you two, Sonia and Kazuichi.
Me too?
What the hell? Why's it gotta be us?
He just said because you don't have alibis, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I buy that they were inside. Like, we already know that there was something on the door, right? Well, there was a drumstick and like green, I don't even know what the hell it is. Something green that Chiaki ate because she's weird.
The others all have alibis.
I mean, she spat it out, but still.
Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that. And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you.
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru. Me too!
Hey, why are you talking like...
That's kind of funny.
Huh? You're kidding, right? You're not up to something weird, are you?
He's always up to something weird.
Please stop making bad jokes.
Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis.
What a wicked way of backing us into a wall. Is this his professional
I mean, to be
skill?
fair, it's accurate. Even though I don't believe that I don't believe it's Sonya at the very least. Though then again, who knows who it could be? But I don't know. Kazuichi doesn't seem like the type. Then again, I say that every time, and it doesn't matter, right? This game could pull something out of their hat to make them the type, yeah? The killer was inside the music venue. Fuyuhiko obviously thinks so, but is that really it? Hotel room key, scrap of thick paper, step ladder, surveillance. Oh, semi-transparent glob, the green thing.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
Yeah.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together.
I don't know. We haven't seen anything that I want to
and
shoot
suddenly
yet.
appeared.
So they looked like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
Sonia! She is an enthusiast for that stuff, huh? The person's remark contradicts the truth. I should be able to prove that with my evidence. But what
Killer was
evidence?
Still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
So maybe semi-transparent
It
globs
seems
to
they were trying
the
to stall for time.
lock.
How did they lock the door? That door
Maybe.
should not have had a lock.
Wait, oh, it's the first time I've used that slowdown in a while
That's
too.
wrong.
Kind of forgot we had it.
Wait a sec. There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
From the outside? How?
There was a semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used.
Oh, so the killer could have snapped the drumstick and then put the glob down? Huh.
Semi-transparent glob. Like rubber, maybe?
It wasn't rubber. The semi-transparent glob was probably glue?
I see. That semi-transparent glob must have been glue.
I mean, Chiaki ate it, so she tasted pretty bad, so it wasn't going to be gummy or gum, unless she hates that stuff.
Glue?
Yeah, I think so too.
I know what glue tastes like.
It had a firm, gel-like chewiness. And I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth.
I like you. I do. You're weird.
Based on all that, I'm certain it was glue.
I've eaten a lot of glue in my life. I should know.
I didn't know glue was edible.
Depends on the glue.
I believe it is not something one typically eats.
It might not be toxic. I think that's the best way to put it.
That glue was only applied to the areas where both doors touched. By pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, they must have sealed the venue door from the outside.
And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck. Yep, it fits perfectly. But if you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily, you know?
And we did.
That doesn't really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
What'd you say?
First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious? Almost unnaturally so?
I guess.
It was so obvious that it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion.
Are you saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose? Then I totally fell for that fucking trap.
Ah. Welcome to the club.
Apologize to Miss Sonia and me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
Yeah, hopefully that doesn't become a trend for you.
In a quarrel, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at all.
Okay, that's not true. That might be accurate in some cases, but that is just not true.
So, during the 10 minutes Hajime left the venue, the killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space?
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
Even quick work has limits.
Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
If they couldn't have done it while Hajime was away from the venue, they must have done it earlier than that.
Earlier.
But when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right?
So she was dead before we got there, but her body was probably in the... No, that doesn't make any sense though, because of the blood splatter on the stage and the ladder.
And when you went back with everyone else, Hiyoko's body was there too, right? But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time, when Hiyoko was actually killed earlier.
Just revealed?
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof.
That scrap of paper. Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue?
Yeah, it's from the wallpaper.
That's right, but Just what is this scrap, anyway?
Wallpaper. Scrap was stuck on the baton lighting in the music venue. Now I should be able to figure what it was. Oh no. Okay. 1 second. Catch A. So no. Does it explode? Yeah. We'll keep him around for now. We need an A. We do need 2 L's. No. Oh, got it. We're gonna need another A later. Damn it. Okay. Actually, you know what? Damn it. My plan has gone awry. I'm just taking too much damage. Oh, Jesus Christ. My brain has stopped there. I need an A. There's that. Damn it. There we go. Need another P. I am dumb. I'm just dumb. Okay. Didn't take too much damage.
Got it. That's scrap. Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage room?
I guess.
In the music venue storage room, there should have been black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap. There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there? If so,
You're right. If you overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting, the tear in the wallpaper. See? It fits perfectly.
Does it fit perfectly? I guess. Kind of.
I see. So the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper.
And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hiyoko's body disappearing?
A mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that.
Well, that's true.
But if you guys were exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper, you can figure this out easily.
Scrap of paper stuck to the baton lighting was part of that wallpaper I found in the storage room. Is it connected to the sudden appearance of Hiyoko's body? If I trace it back from there, the answer should become clear. Alright, let's give it a try. Oh, logic dive? Sure. 1 second. Break, jump, accelerate. Oh, hang 10, buddy. This reminds me kind of the bonus stages in Sonic 3. I think it was Sonic 3. It might have been Sonic 2. Where you were running on, well, something that looks like this and you can run up the walls. Question 1. Why did Hiyoko's body suddenly appear? It was hidden. It was brought there. I'm a genius. This is kind of fun. I won't lie. For a mini game, it's pretty fun. It definitely reminds me of a few old school games. Question 2. What did the killer use to hide the body? The wallpaper. Oh, it's gonna be the curtain, isn't it? No, it's the wallpaper. Alright. Cutting it kind of close there. Oh, sweet. The surfing game that I kind of remember. How did the killer hide her body in the wallpaper? They formed the wall to cover the pillar. They cover the pillar? God damn it! Did they cover the pillar? I don't remember the initial scene, but wow, I actually wouldn't even consider that, to be quite honest.
together.
Yeah, I guess it is.
Got it. Hyoko's body was hidden before we found it.
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the pillar using the wallpaper.
What? They hid the pillar?
Can I see the initial scene again, please?
Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar. So when I discovered
Okay.
Hyoko's body was already there. However, because it was concealed within a slightly larger pillar, I didn't realize that at the time.
Well, that's understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you'd notice Ibuki's body right away.
So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper?
Baton
Not
lighting
exactly,
forms a perfect
but
circle around the pillar. So using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
Then, the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like that pillar.
okay. Right, because there were stickers missing too. Also, the scrap of the wallpaper's on that thing right there.
That's how they hid Hyoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music video.
But the killer made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper. And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
Oh, okay, so that was intentional. Sure.
The killer must have been in a hurry. Their plan took too long. Hajime could have walked in on them.
Yeah.
But going to the trouble of hiding the body and the pillar is very bold and risky.
But the crime itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone. They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal.
Well, the killer did roll it back up, which is kind of impressive.
Then, when was Hyoko actually killed?
Good point. And on that note, it's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders.
You mentioned imitation murder more than once. But
I like this theme song.
Are you kidding me? You haven't seen my masterpiece?
That's not
The
masterpiece. That's not stretched that far, dog.
2.5D?
Hey, don't put my likeness in your movies without my permission.
That could lead to a lawsuit.
You're pretty noisy for someone who eats mothballs.
What?
I don't eat mothballs. I just enjoy looking at them.
That's still weird.
I knew it. There are so many similarities. It must have been intentional.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie. Not just that, but Hyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's death.
Does it?
It's as if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie, although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
But why did the killer go to all this trouble in the first place?
Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
The reason the killer imitated the two victims in that movie, I should be able to explain that and mix up the killing order to hide the weapon to let their accomplice escape because they like movies. To mix up the killing order?
I see.
I guess.
The reason the killer imitated two of the murders from the movie was so he'd mix up the killing order.
Then, Hyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
A valid line of reasoning.
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
What do you mean?
Thus.
If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
Man, you are like delusional.
I'm not even crying.
Or begging.
I'll let you sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind.
Why are you getting mad?
What a jerk!
Oh, I see. You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying.
Oh, snap.
An even bigger jerk? Impossible!
Look, Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right? That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
What's wrong with that?
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed.
The blood stain on her feet.
That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
Yeah, I think we sort of thought about that earlier as well, but at the same time, I couldn't really put two and two together. I still really can't exactly what exactly happened here, but I also kind of thought like maybe whoever the killer is, you know, they dressed up as the gown that set up the initial display, and you know, Ibuki was long dead. And hell, Hiyoko was probably long dead as well. But they accidentally like walked through the blood and they swapped slippers maybe with Ibuki. That's what I was kind of thinking was gonna happen.
How light. Your words are so light as the sylph's feather.
Okay.
Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
I think she'd done it.
Man, he's being annoying again.
First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hiyoko was killed. How can a low-class creature with no psychic abilities like you know something like that?
By investigating the crime scene?
Because she was doing something that's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
Oh, she's mad.
It seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion.
You're one to talk.
Anyways, if this continues, we're just gonna talk in circles. I think it's best if we clarify Ibuki's status when Hiyoko was killed. Make your argument. Blood on the souls, probably. I don't know if that's accurate, though.
When Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
Yeah.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
I mean,
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
yeah, that one right there.
Were there even any footprints at the crime scene?
There was a smudge on the
Maybe her
ground.
feet were on the floor. But she was like sitting or something.
What?
So instead, there'd be a mark on her ass.
What?
Weak, I say!
Okay, I agree with you on that one.
It doesn't even pierce my heart.
Jackie said Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed, but is that really true?
Was there any sign she stepped on?
Boom!
I agree with that.
That's a smug smile from Sonya. I like it.
Just as Sonya said, Ibuki stepped on something. That something was blood. There were faint bloodstains on the soles of her slippers.
That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries.
Right.
Then it's Hiyoko's blood.
Hyoko's only wound was a fatal slice on her neck. And she died almost instantly, right?
Yeah, but like, have you ever seen someone get sliced in the throat? There's a lot of blood, dog.
Ibuki stepped on her blood.
Even at just movie standards.
It means Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was mortally wounded. Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed.
Don't underestimate the power of the evil eye! Is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest still reeks of lamb, Hajime Hinata.
I guess? How do you know that?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? That's a good line. But are you sure you're sure? If I show you how serious I am, this world might be destroyed, you know.
You know what? Go for it.
You're so frightened you can't even make a sound. I
think he's trying not to laugh.
Our difference in status. However, the time for conviction starts now. You better entertain me to the fullest.
Sure. This is the slash game. Oh shit. Yeah, let's look at these. Can I pause? I can't pause here.
You're saying the blood on Ibuki
Okay, so we got smudge on the floor, surveillance monitor, rope used for hanging. So probably smudge on the floor? I missed.
Impossible. Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood. You can't step on blood that was never there.
Oh, I screwed up.
Just about 1 minute. Did you see a nice nightmare?
Thoughts? Despite his exaggerated protest, I feel like I've already seen an open encounter. Is this a trap?
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible!
Am I just doing this?
Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Huh.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Okay.
That's not it. The reason there was no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away afterward.
Don't say such foolish things. You don't have proof of that at all.
Gundam. Dog, was it you? I would have thought you would have done something stupid because you're like extremely over exaggerated.
Yes.
Like I thought like some sort of like satanic mix-up or something. Not satanic, but something like ritual based.
Blood was wiped away.
When the killer tried to hide Hyoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood at the same time, but Ibuki must have already stepped in it, and the killer probably didn't even realize it.
Okay.
The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right? Even if they're able to hide Hyoko's body, it'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
Hyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding.
Yeah.
Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating, so I don't think they had to go that far.
Well, actually, I mean, you're the ultimate nurse, so I should just take your freaking word for it. But at the same time, I don't know if that's accurate. Like, I know blood will stop bleeding eventually once the person dies, and that is because the heart stops, but, like, I don't know. I have no idea, actually.
Aside from Mikon, none of us were aware of that fact, so the killer probably did not know it either.
Maybe the heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Mikon's autopsy?
I think blood would still leak out, though, wouldn't it? Yes, the heater was definitely left on the screw with the autopsy.
That's right! I didn't know the time of death because of the heater!
The time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file just to keep concrete evidence from us.
Yep. Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object, right? Then it's decided. Hyoko was killed before Ibuki.
Okay.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now.
A tactical retreat. It's respectable.
Fine then. But regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions.
Can't you just shut up and back off?
Now then, let us resume our debate.
Wait a sec. There's something I want to run by Monokuma first.
Huh? Again? Didn't something like this happen last time, too?
Hey, if the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
Huh, suicide.
The same as always. You have to vote for who the killer is. Think about it. A suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all, yourself.
And from the first game, we know that's what would have to happen, right? Because we had that in the first game.
Unfortunately, that means there's no Blacken to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monami.
Fair enough.
Why me? Nagito? What do you mean? If the victim actually committed suicide?
Well, I mean, I understand Hyoko's death, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered. For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hyoko and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right?
That would be weird.
That's totally impossible! Then she never would have killed her to begin with!
She was afflicted by the despair disease, remember?
But it wasn't that kind of despair disease, though. Well, I guess if someone told her to kill Hiyoko...
But if Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders, right? After Hajime saw the hanged body...
Oh, right, yeah.
The sudden appearance of Hiyoko's body soon after means... the killer had to be alive at that time.
Then she was alive! When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead.
Okay.
If she waited until Hajime left, that's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime scene.
She hanged herself.
No, the ladder was down.
There's no fucking way she could have faked that.
And if she was going to fake her death, I think she wouldn't have chosen hanging. Her body would have been defenseless in that state. If anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined her plan.
I see. So that means there's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm glad. Now I'm free to search for the killer.
Okay.
What the heck?
There's still one more issue on my mind. If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, then just what was that video Hajime saw?
Well, here's the thing. If someone ordered her to hang herself, and she, because of her disease, like, did it, I wouldn't actually consider that suicide. I'd still consider that murder, right? You are forcibly making someone who has no will to pretty much resist you, right? Literally, it's like mind control at that point. And like, I would still consider that just murder, not suicide. Huh?
According to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stepladder, right? Then does that mean someone forced her to do it?
Forced? Perhaps they used hypnotism or something?
I mean, they wouldn't even have to do that. She was already following every order.
I don't know anything about that.
Don't say it all proud.
Putting that aside, it seems obvious that the killer did something. So, maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was.
So, an alibi. Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi. Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place.
But just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right?
I feel like we should have got the broken pieces.
It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
Then, the video Hajime saw was actually right?
What time did Hajime see that video?
I saw it at the hospital, right before Monokuma's morning announcement. And I saw the body at the music premiere a little after Monokuma's announcement.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement. And since we established that Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
Can we really say that?
Then, we just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time?
I think my initial assumption is the killer took the excess, or the additional gown, and set it up and bag.
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence.
Okay. Weekend's count, surveillance monitor, Sonia's, movie invitation ticket, Fuiko's.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
Yeah.
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
Okay.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
That's true.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
Wait, okay. The murder supposedly happened before and during the morning announcement. The person who doesn't have an alibi for that time, I guess, is Fuyuhiko.
Like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Maybe I have to do one of those,
I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
like take the word thing and shoot.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
I just don't know
What
what.
about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
Me too.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the
Oh wait, no,
disease,
I was actually in the hospital.
if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
Huh, okay. Maybe sleeping in my cottage and shooting the doesn't have an alibi?
That's not
Oh,
an
we can't
alibi.
absorb those?
Aside from those afflicted by the
Oh
disease,
shit, okay.
if nobody has an alibi, then
Oh,
Operation
okay.
Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
That, well that ruins what I was gonna do. They probably explained that earlier and I just forgot. I guess we can just try the accounts on nobody has an alibi?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in
Yeah,
my motel
we'll
room.
start with Fuyuhiko's because technically he doesn't have an alibi.
Doing that.
So everyone who stayed.
So I don't think it's gonna be anything else. I guess it could be another
Aside from
one
those
of these
afflicted by the
phrases.
disease, if nobody has an alibi, then
No.
Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed. Then
Oh, it's Mikan account. Okay. Sure. Actually, you know what? I don't even think I hit
Hold on. Not all of
Fuyuhiko's.
us are missing an alibi. In fact, Mikan and I both have alibis.
you two have alibis?
Up until I saw that hanging video, Mikan and I were actually together for a
Oh,
while.
are we actually gonna admit that we were in the same bed?
We even woke up together that morning.
All right.
Hey, what kind of situation is that?
I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime.
Oh, the music stopped. You all right, Chiaki?
Too much info.
Yeah, it's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
Yeah, and then she fell asleep on me.
And we went to the hospital together afterward.
This was the second time this has happened.
Right before the announcement.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
If that's the case, the killer must be someone else.
It's better if we think about it like that.
The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner instead.
Kind of.
But committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was?
Huh?
Faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process? Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Maybe?
Are you saying there was another reason?
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel. I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
Okay. The killer had a different reason. Dots. If that's the case, are we still in the killer's trap? Maybe inside a trap set by one of us. If so, then whose? And what kind of trap is it? Are we already at the end of mission? Holy shit, that was fast. I mean, it's welcome, but it was still fast.
Hiya!
Why, hello there, Monami. The moss balls sure look tasty today.
Stop it!
Don't characterize me as someone who lives off moss balls. And here's some chance time. What's that? Now then, Monami's appeal time starts now. Appeal time? Your kind-hearted big brother is gonna give you the chance to reclaim your honor. Good luck. Show those jerks who treat you like a red-headed stepchild who's boss. That's 99% your fault. While you were whining, your time's already running out, so please make your appeal to simple. About 3,000 words or so. That's too long. It'll just be a boring appeal. Come on, if your appeal is successful, there might be merchandise opportunities heading your way. There's bound to be plushes of both Monokuma and Monami. Then, I'm Usami, magical miracle girl Usami. I'm an itty bitty girl who's sweet like milk. Is milk sweet? Dots? Jeez, and I thought a certain robot's little sister was supposed to be the best.
What a disappointment!
Who are you talking about? I have no clue whatsoever. Robot's little... Is he talking about himself? Because he's technically a robot? I guess we'll find out next time. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, press like below. If you're not subscribed yet, why don't you have my video so I can check out some of the content, see if it's to your liking. Once again, thank you for watching. Hope you all have a great day.